Hi, everyone. I'm Colleen. Welcome back to another live stream brought to you by Princess Dental Staffing. So, if you are part of our regular audience, our regular viewers, you may notice that this stream is coming a day late this week. So, unfortunately enough, we ran into some technical difficulties yesterday. So, again, if you are a regular viewer, you know that we complete these streams weekly every Wednesday. But unfortunately enough, we ran into some technical difficulties yesterday and we just couldn't stream. But we are happy to bring you this stream, even if it is a day late. We are going to be talking about new topics covering your career in the dental industry. Okay. So we're happy to bring you this post. Thank you for your patience. Thanks for tuning in. And let's get into it. So, today's topic, we are talking about how to write a great dental job post. So, if you were present for or you watched the stream from last week we talked about how to write a dental job title. Okay, because applicants, when they visit, princessdentalstaffing.com or maybe another job search engine, Indeed or whatever, they see the job title of your job posting first, right? And that's your first opportunity to capture applicants' attention, hopefully get more clicks and stand out from the lists and lists of other job postings that are available on that job search site. Okay, so it's really important to have, an impactful job title. But once the applicant clicks on your job title, they're going to see your job posting, right? So it's also important to have an impactful job posting. So today we are going to be talking about tips on how to create a really compelling and impactful job posting that hopefully gets you a great applicant pool. Okay. But before we dive too deeply into that, just want to remind everyone that Princess Dental Staffing is an online dental job board, and they have positions available for dental receptionists, dental assistants, dental hygienists, and dentists in a lot of different areas. We've got full time and part time, temporary, and permanent roles. Okay. So, if you have some time today, hop on to princessdentalstaffing.com, see what positions they have available in your area. You can also create a profile and get your information in front of hiring managers. If you are a hiring manager, be sure to visit princessdentalstaffing.com, where you can find Princess Dental Staffing's contact information. You can call, you can email, or you can even chat live on their website, get the information you need, and get your job posting up and posted. Okay, hopefully using some of the tips that we are going to be providing you with today. Okay. Also on princessdentalstaffing.com, you can check out their blog, which covers a lot of the same topics that we cover in these live streams. So today's topic, like I said, we're going to be sharing tips on how to craft and compose these job postings. But if you want more specific examples, princessdentalstaffing.com, scroll all the way down, click the link to their blog, and you will see a lot of different topics, including job postings for dental hygienists, dental assistants, and a lot of others. Okay, so you can have some specific examples. Alrighty? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about how to write a great dental job post. Okay, so essentially, why do you want to, compose a great dental job post, right? Well, it's kind of like I said earlier. You want to write something that is compelling and that is informative for applicants, something that makes them want to apply for your position. A great job posting can be the difference between amazing talent and no talent, right? Applying for your position. Smaller applicant pools or larger applicant pools, quality applicant pools or not quality applicant pools. So you definitely want to invest some time and energy into composing a descriptive dental job post. Okay. And it might be, in this instance, especially if you've never written a dental job post before, it might be tempting to just kind of copy and paste another job posting that you find on one of these dental job boards, right? On, like I said, Princess Dental Staffing or Indeed or LinkedIn or whoever, right? Might be tempting to just copy and paste, right? But you wouldn't want applicants who copy and paste their resume, right? You would want resumes that are tailored to the applicant and that give you a thorough idea of what type of applicant you would be interviewing if you selected that one to interview, right? And the same, and it goes the other way as well. If you're just copying and pasting the job posting, that you're not really standing out from any of the other hundreds, maybe thousands of other postings that the applicant is searching through, right? And if you're not standing out, then what makes them want to apply for your position, right? So you definitely want to put some time and effort into it. And it's not a bad idea actually to take a look at some of these other job postings and gain inspiration. But you definitely don't want to copy and paste because it's just going to be very lackluster. Okay. Alrighty, so with that said, let's talk about what is a job post essentially. Okay, so a job post is a posting, an online posting for a position that you have available in your office or your practice. Okay, now job postings should answer these following 10 questions. Okay, so if you can answer these following 10 questions, then you have definitely got a thorough, very informative job post. Okay, number one, what position is the company hiring for, right? Again, we're going back to the job title of the job post, okay? And if you want more information on that, be sure to view last week's stream. Okay. Number two, what are the skills needed for the job? Okay. You've got to let applicants know what they need to focus on in their resume so that they can tailor it to the job posting. Number three, who will this person report to? Okay. So the incumbent, who are they going to be directly under? Okay. So that gives the applicant a good idea of where this position exactly fits within your organization. Number four, who will this person work with? Right. So not solely in terms of just colleagues, but also like their work partners, their colleagues, but also the types of patients that they'll be working with, right? Is it a pediatric office? Can they expect, pediatric patients or, something else, right? Number five, what type of culture does the office have? And number six, what type of person will fit well in the culture? Okay. So your culture can definitely be an asset. It can definitely be something that attracts applicants to you to apply for positions within your office. Okay. So definitely mention something about your office's culture and what type of person will fit well into that culture so that applicants can, decide what they can do. Sorry about the background noise, guys. Number seven, what is the pay? Okay, so you definitely want to include at least a pay range. A lot of cities and states now actually require that you include salary information. So if you're in one of those areas, make sure that you include that, okay, so that you are aligning with legal regulations, okay? Number eight, what are the benefits, right? Again, another great way to attract applicants is to talk about the benefits. And number nine, what are the other perks, right? So those kind of go together. So those are great ways to, attract applicants and, help them decide whether or not they're going to be applying for your position. And then finally, number 10, what are the opportunities for advancement? Okay. So again, just another great thing to talk about within your office to attract applicants to apply for your position. Okay. So if your job posting answers those 10 questions, it's definitely very informative and can really help you to attract the type of applicants that you're looking to attract and give you a really quality applicant pool. Okay. All right, so let's talk about the tips for writing a great job post. Okay, so first, research the competition. Again, you don't want to copy and paste job postings that you find on these job search engines or these job boards, right? But they are a great source of inspiration, right? If you see little details here and there that you think are very attractive or things that are functional, you can absolutely kind of copy those different techniques and tailor them to your needs. Okay. The other thing that you want to do is, pay close attention again to salaries, benefits, and those sorts of things that these other companies are advertising, right? To make sure that you are remaining competitive in the market. Okay. So you definitely want to take a look at other job postings. Again, you can take a look at the job postings posted on princessdentalstaffing.com Also, Career Builder, Monster, LinkedIn, Google Jobs as well, all have a lot of postings for you to kind of take a look at from your local area, preferably, so that you can kind of compare, salaries and benefits, working hours, and those sorts of things, just to make sure that you are remaining competitive and that you are creating job postings that attract candidates to apply. Okay. Next, job title. Again, we covered this more in depth last week, but just to kind of, as a quick recap, your job title should be short, it should be creative, professional, and make use of keywords that applicants are going to be searching if they are looking for specific jobs. Okay. So for some more information or more in-depth information on how to write job titles and some examples as well, make sure you take a look at last week's stream. Okay. So next, the job description. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are being descriptive about the duties and responsibilities of this position, right? So, like for example, if it's a dental hygienist position, you want to give a brief, broad overview of their tasks and responsibilities, and what they can be expected to do if they're hired for that position. Same thing, with the dentist position, dental assistant position. They all have different roles within the organization, so you want to make sure that you are clarifying, what those roles are, what those tasks and responsibilities are. Okay, so that the applicant again has a good understanding of the role. Next, market yourself. Okay, so just like applicants have to market themselves to be competitive in the job search market, you definitely want to market yourself as well and position yourself as a preferred employer. Okay. So, how do you do that? Well, you share information in the job posting that is attractive to applicants. For example, again, your culture, talk a little bit about your culture, your values, and what type of environment the applicant can expect to step into if they are hired for the position. Benefits and perks, some top benefits that applicants are going to be looking for are going to be things like health benefits, medical, dental, paid time off, flexible schedules if you can provide those, education benefits if you can provide them, opportunities for growth is a great perk to include as well. Um, so all of those sorts of things to let potential employees know, kind of what will be in it for them, right? Other than just a paycheck, right? Because everyone's going to give a paycheck, right? But you want to, kind of distinguish yourself by those, offering those different things and making clear that you offer those different things. Okay. Alrighty. So those are our tips for writing a great job posting. But other things you want to include. So let's talk about the anatomy of the job posting for a second. So you definitely want to include the job title. Okay. And again, we covered that more in depth on last week's stream. You want to include a description of the job. Okay. Nothing too in depth or in detail. You just want to give an overarching idea of tasks and responsibilities, typical day to day tasks and responsibilities and duties. Um, Description of your office, maybe talk a little bit about your culture or some of your other offerings. Maybe you're using up to date technologies and those sorts of things. Skills that the potential employee will need in order to excel in the position, education that's required, experience that's required if any, and then your qualifications. And sometimes you want to include minimum qualifications and preferred qualifications. Okay, so again, that's going to depend largely on your office, your practice, what your specific needs are. And finally, a way to apply. So do you want them to apply, via email or specifically through the job search site, such as Princess Dental Staffing? Okay, so make sure that they know how to apply so that you get those resumes and you can review them. Okay. All right, so those are our tips for creating a really compelling job posting. Let's go over them one more time. Number one, research the competition. Make sure that you are competitive in the job search market. Number two, create a job title that is catchy and functional, one that can be easily searched. Okay. Next, write a an in-depth job description, not too in-depth. You don't want to be too detailed. You want to be concise, but you want to be thorough. Okay, so make sure you're balancing brevity and in information. Okay, and finally, market yourself. Okay, you want to be positioned as a preferred employer so that you can get high quality talent applying for your position. So make sure that you market yourself, talk about your culture, talk about your offerings, and just talk yourself up essentially as an office. Okay. All right. So thanks for tuning in with me today, everyone. We will be back next week on Wednesday, barring any, future issues or anything like that. But we'll be back next Wednesday, um, to cover a new topic regarding your career in the dental industry. But until then, have a great week. Have a great weekend. Continue to stay safe out there. I'll see you soon. Bye.